This is LazyBolt and welcome to today's video, guys. Today I'm going to be sharing you guys my solo build that's going to help you completing all these special events, missions, or operations super fast, super easy, in under 10 minutes. Now, it's going to take a little bit of grinding to get certain gears, but once you put this gears together, guys, you guys are going to be breezing through this content. Another really cool thing about this particular build is that you don't need to have all the gear ready to start with the operations, because remember, the operations do tend to have different ranks. So if you're trying to do the regular rank and you're just trying to farm monedas, then just by doing the standard one, you'll be able to do this really fast. But this build will help you complete standard, mastery 1, mastery 2, and mastery 3 without a problem. So let's talk about exactly what is it that we have in our build. So if all of this sounds like something you're definitely interested in, a like would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on all your notifications so you guys won't miss our Far Cry coverage. We're going to have you covered, guys, with the best content for Far Cry. So let's talk about this build. Now, this build does require a couple of items, and the reason why these items are required is because it's just going to make it easier. Now, in addition to that, I'm also going to give you guys alternatives so you guys won't be struggling if you guys are having a difficult time doing it. All right, so let's start off with the first one, which is going to be our Supremo. Now, I like to run the Exterminador. Now, this should let you do all the way up to Mastery 2. You could theoretically do Mastery 3 with this one, but I'm going to recommend another one just in case if you're doing this solo, okay? So for anything from Mastery 2 and up, you guys should be sufficient enough with the Exterminador. The reason I like to have this one is because sometimes as you get into higher levels, you tend to run into a lot of helicopters, a lot of cars. Having this one ready for you guys at your disposal to take out those anti-air missiles or use the enemies alone is very sufficient. So let's talk about what we have equipped in the current item. So we have this one, which is a gadget healing canister. You throw this canister down and you will be able to heal. This is extremely important, especially for those end time when you get to the part where you have to be cooling it down and you're getting constantly attacked by enemies. You could easily throw this on the ground, heal, start making sure you get the water into the PG, and then cool it down, and you're still not getting shot or dealt any damage. Next up, guys, I like to run the gadget socket. There's a healing syringe. It gives you a faster personal healing. Basically, what this does, it almost insta heals you as opposed for you waiting to bandage up and going through that long animation. There's an automatic health one. Then we have, guys, the gadget socket. It's gonna pretty much, the reason I like to run this one is when I'm infiltrating a base, I like to know where each enemy is. So I throw this on the air, it lands on the floor, and it shows me where all the enemies are. Now I know how to move around the map without a problem. It also helps towards the end because sometimes the enemies go all over the place and you don't know where they're at. And the faster you kill them, the faster you get it completed. So I like to run this gadget socket. Now you can replace this with something else, but that's just my personal preference. I think it's very useful, but you can replace it with anything else. Next, guys, I like to run the auto turret. The auto turret doesn't really do much, but it's just there to kind of like assist you as an extra friend. You could substitute this with something else if you would like, but that is what I currently run at the current moment. But it's pretty helpful, just to have an extra person shooting or distracting. That'd be cool. Now, for mods, I'm running the healing factor. Slightly improves your health regeneration. Really important. I'm also running the sharpshooter headshot kills reward bonus Supremo charge. This is extremely important because what I'm doing here is I'm allowing my Supremo to be automatically come back as quickly as I possibly can. If I have a lot of vehicles or a lot of enemies I need to take down, this is instantly charging. And last but not least, we have the improved Supremo damage. It just gives me a little bit more damage with the Supremos. And that's the mods we're currently running on that one. Now, the other alternative would probably should be run the medical. It just gives you an extra life. And it's, it's very good to know that if you go down, you're going to be able to come back up life. So really helpful, especially for the Mastery 3. But I think once you get used to running them, you should be good with the Exterminador. I'll show you guys some gameplay of me actually using this on Mastery 3 so you guys can get a big idea of how this rolls. All right, so now that we got the pretty much the Supremo out of the way, let's talk about weapons. So for weapons, my main weapon that I use is the MP7. By far, this is the best SMG currently right now. Now, I know there is another SMG that's better than this, but I'm pretty sure not everybody's going to go buy the bundle pack. So if you do have the bundle pack, use the Vector. If you don't have the bundle pack, use the MP7. Even the MP5 is actually pretty good. Now, mods that I'm currently running on this weapon, of course, we're running armor piercing rounds. We're also running the muzzle socket. I'm actually going to have a video going over all the ammo attachments and explaining why some of you think some sub-targets or armor piercing rounds are better. So we'll have that video later on in the channel. We have the muzzle suppressor just helping us stay a little bit off the radar. We're going to be running the iron sight. I don't really think this needs a scope. And then we're running the Resolver Laser Pointer. It's going to reduce the bullet spread while firing from the hip. And we're running the Vampiric Traidor, which is going to every chance of healing on dealing damage. Every time you're doing damage, your health is coming back. Gives you good survivability. Improves body shot weapon damage in case you're not landing those headshots. It's going to help you out. And we have improved aim weapon down damage. So every time you aim the weapon, you're getting a damage increase. Now, the other weapon we're running right here is going to be the compound bow. Now, this one I only use primarily to take out tanks or to take out any vehicles or choppers. On this one, guys, we're running blast arrows. Basically, blast arrows are going to help you do really good damage against vehicles and can break bulletproof windshields, which is extremely important. We have the crosshair sight that I like to run. I'm running the bow mod socket, which is an improved move speed while aiming, which is really important, especially if you're fighting a helicopter. Then we're running the high ground, improved weapon damage to enemies below you. This is really effective, especially when you're doing certain special operations where you're on the roof and you're shooting down. This is going to help you quite a lot to get that damage. And of course, Vampiric Traidor, chance of healing while dealing damage. Since you're constantly doing damage with this one, you're going to definitely be doing a lot of damage regeneration on that sense. And on this one, guys, you could theoretically substitute this. If you don't have this one, you can either substitute it with a Resolver weapon, which would probably be this one. It's going to help you a lot with the choppers. Or you could actually go with a thumper. You go with this one right here, guys, and apply the MP grenade, which will bring down the choppers. Or you could do it with this one as well, or with this one as well, to give you guys a better, chance to take out the, pretty much tanks and choppers. Next but not least, guys, for our pistol, we're running this one. We're going to run, of course, armor-piercing rounds. We're running the staying silent. That's very important. Iron sight. And then we're also running the pointer. Main thing to take a point here is we're going to be running the Vampiric Traidor, giving us our health back. We're also running the improved aim weapon damage. And then we're also running the gut wrencher, which is going to improve body shots while aiming. Theoretically, here you guys could run the socket that when you reload the weapon, it reloads the other weapons for you. That one's a really good mod. You could probably substitute it for one of these two. I'd probably substitute it for this one right here to give that reload option. Now, let's talk about the gear you're going to need. Now, for the gear, guys, I run two different sets. The reason why I run two different sets is because the first stage is just pretty much running and avoiding the enemy from shooting you and getting out as quickly as you possibly can. You theoretically probably won't even need to shoot anyone. So that is the reason why I run one set. So that set we're talking about, guys, that is going to be the parkour set, which is going to be this right here. Basically, what this is going to do, it's going to make us go super duper fast. We're going to get improved maximum stamina. We're going to get improved stamina recovery. We're going to get greatly improved movement speed after sliding. We're going to get improved move speed, and we're going to get improved move speed while our weapons are holstered. Now, this is extremely important because with this particular way of running, it's going to make you go super fast in the map. And you'll see the gameplay of me running through this, and I just pretty much clear the whole area without having to do any sort of fighting unless I get to the places where I have to get, the PG, and then I have to, cool down the weapon. Other than that, we're pretty much speed running this whole special operation. Now, the key tips you want to give you guys right here is number one, slide and then get that boost of speed, and then holster your weapon and you're going to get that boost of speed. Now, if you're trying to figure out how you actually get this set, guys, you could actually buy it from one of the Juan's vendors or any of the vendors that are available within the game. You're going to go to them and they should have the set for you. You're probably going to be missing two more parts, so maybe you want to check the F&D caches to see if you get lucky and get one of these sets. Now, this is just to speedrun it and get the PG. After you get the PG, then it's time for you to fight. And now I'm going to give you guys the gear that I actually use to fight. For that one, guys, the best way is to complete the campaign. At the end of the campaign, you're going to get this Revolutionary Beret. And pretty much the whole set is actually pretty good up to the boots and the gloves. We change those around. All right, so for the helmet, guys, we get improved headshot damage. This is extremely important because it's going to help you kill the Yats really quickly. Theoretically, you could get away with getting anything that mitigates soft and armor-piercing damage, but I think this one does really good well. Then we also have improved soft target blasts and armor-piercing defense. That means you're going to take less damage from those type of weapons or those type of armor. And then we have begins regeneration health sooner after taking damage, which is really important. The boots we do shit because what this does is it improves move speed after taking damage. That is not so important. What I actually like to apply are these right here, which is going to greatly improve. Hold on, let me equip this. These, which pretty much greatly improves soft target defense, slightly impairs movement noise. So it makes you a little bit more stealthy, but you are going to be getting a little bit more defense when it comes to those soft target defense, because you do deal with them a lot. And then for the gloves, I actually like to change the gloves, and I actually like planting these ones, which are called the bounce back. It's going to begin regeneration health sooner after taking damage, and that should give you enough survivability for weapons and enough survivability for you to regen your health. And there you guys have it. That is the solo build that's going to have you doing anything all the way to Mastery 3. I'm going to let the rest of the video play out so you can see me completing this in 10 minutes. And you're going to see how fast and easy it is to actually be able to do this mission. I hope you guys are enjoying our content. If you are doing me a huge favor, guys, drop a comment, drop a like. But most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Turn on all of those notifications so you guys won't miss when our videos go live. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.
Let's go! Shit!
Danny, a stupid single tried to shoot up my taxi. Almost ignited the explosive merch in my trunk. So I came a little kiss with my bumper, and now the asshole's stuck under my car.
That is fucked up! And still with legal ramifications! Rápido, Lola, please!
Easy now. I'm on my way. Danny, few more minutes until extraction.
More like a fucking extinction if you don't get here soon.
So, what'd you get me from the gift shop?
This military-grade chemical weapon.